Hey everybody, welcome back for week 2 of vlogging while going to take my second Praxis test. We're taking the e.l.f. Watermelon primer, putting that on with the e.l.f. Camo, I was about to say the concealer. Y'all know the CC cream, Camo CC cream. Got that blended in. Then we have the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer and concealing our eyes with that. My shade is 120 neutral for the foundation or the CC cream, and then for the concealer, I don't remember which one it was. Probably one of the lightest ones. And of course, I'm trying to finish up obviously this Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Fair, setting the concealer. And now I want to play with this new cream eyeshadow duo thing. This is new for me, so it was a learning curve, and I tried different techniques, but I got it to a good spot, and I'm happy with my results. The last Empower was decent, but which y'all update you out throughout the video about that. As you can see me applying it, it's extremely pigmented, and it's, like I said, it's a learning curve because this is different for me, but I do like it more than other cream products that I've tried to use before in the past. And then I just take paint on the shimmery one, and I use this Michaela angle brush to kind of just draw it in the area that I want it and fill it in. And then I take that angled brush again and just take the matte cream color and just drag it along my lower lash line. I use the Makeup Revolution Glow bronzer in the shade Fair to bronze up my skin, on my cheekbones, and under my chin there, and of course the forehead. Also go along the sides of my nose, so that way my nose does not disappear. This is the KVD blush in the shade Honeysuckle, and then the highlighter is from Revlon. It is the Daybreak Glimmer highlighter from the whatever Skin Glow or whatever kind of glow collection. And of course, we put that everywhere. More the merrier. And I really like to put highlighter in my inner eyes and then a little bit under my eyebrows too. Makes my eyes pop. And I'm going to use this e.l.f. lip scrub and scrub my lips and get the makeup and dry skin off my lips. And then take this e.l.f. micro brow pencil in the shade Taupe to just fill in my brows a touch. I'm going to go back into the bronzer to help blend out the eyeshadow because it's so pigmented. I was trying to figure out how to thin it out to get a good fade, but I just took a little bronzer, did the trick just fine. So I took the e.l.f. and Jen Atkins, one of the lip combos you see there, and I did the lip liner part, and then I did the liquid lipstick from Laura Lee Los Angeles in the shade Cabana. Then I used the Catrice, was that Catrice or is it, no, that's Essence mascara, and I took this e.l.f. Satin lipstick and cream to put in the middle part, and then the Kaja eyeshadow trio. I took that rich chocolate brown and drew a little smoky wing with it with a thin angled brush. Here is the final look, and here we are, just living the cheetah life. I had all this jewelry on. It was so cute, but I can't wear jewelry in the testing place, so I ended up just taking it out because I didn't want to leave it in the car and lose it. So, but it was a cute shot though. Showing you the makeup up close. See, it's really pretty. I love how the lips turned out as well. They looked extra like full. And of course, all the gold jewelry and the cute top is just a little V-neck t-shirt, pocket tee, with some denim shorts and cheetah print shoes. Where's the Hey Dudes? These aren't Hey Dudes. These are actually knockoffs, but I could not have them because I'm obsessed with cheetah. And that is the look. Turn this down just a little bit. Hope that's not too loud. Let's get on the road. I feel like I'm really far away. All right. I adjusted my seat earlier and feel like I'm too far away. I was trying to figure out how to put my phone, but because I felt like, well, it's not raining today, thank goodness. Which I haven't even posted that vlog yet. I have to rewatch it. But with that being said, I guess I shouldn't say hi. Hi, how are you doing today, everybody? I've not posted that vlog yet. I have to rewatch it. And I have to, we're on our way to pick practice number 2. I tried to, I don't know what to do with my phone because I felt like I couldn't help the wipers or the rain. However, there was some like vibrating, I guess, from where my phone is sitting. Yeah, because I can see it bumping there. But I tried to set it up away from everything, but if I do that and drive, it's going to jiggle. So I'm trying to prop it up so it doesn't jiggle as much. But then with doing that, I'm getting a little bit of vibration sounds and tapping sounds every once in a while. But I don't know what else to do, so it's just going to be what it is. We are on our way to take practice number 2. And I'm pumped. Let's go. I'm a little bit more tired this time because I don't know, for some reason my adrenaline's not pumping like it was last week. But I put in some cute jewelry on today because I was feeling it, but I took it all back off because, well, actually you seen it. I put a bunch of cute jewelry on, but I took it all off because I was like, I'm gonna have to take it out when I get there, and I'd just rather just not wear it if I'm gonna have to do that. So we are on our way for practice number 2. This is the reading one. We'll see how good that goes. I hope there's not long stuff to read. It's going to take me all day, and they're going to give me like 30 minutes. We'll see. We will see, but I'm ready. Let's go. Let's get it done. Let's go. I don't really know what else to say about it. I'm ready. I'm ready to do them, get them over with. And I did look. There's actually, if you go to the Praxis website, there's some kind of like calendar thing that will tell you, you put in which practice you took and what day you took it, and it gives you an estimate of when you get your scores back. And if they're all correct, I won't get my scores to the end of the month, beginning of next month, so I'll have a while before the scores. This is my makeup we did today. As you can see, we played with that new liquid eyeshadow duo thing. It was different because I've never used anything like that before, and I think there's a learning curve to it. Just a second. I think there is a learning curve to it, because I was trying to place it and then I was trying to blend it out with the rest of it, but it just kept getting higher and higher because it's very opaque. So then I decided to move on the other side, kind of let it dry a little bit, and then I tried to blend it, and the blend was a little bit better, but I still ended up, it wasn't as blended as I would have liked it, but like I said, maybe I could figure that a better way to go about using that type of product. I ended up just taking my bronzer though and just blending out the edges. It did kind of, and then the metallic part, I just took an angled brush and like moved it where I wanted it and everything. And then I ended up later adding some brown as like a little smoky wing type of situation. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this. It was super easy. And I was actually talking to my co-worker friends about makeup the other day, and they're talking about, it's hard and all this stuff. And I mean, I've been there, done that, and I was telling them when I was learning how to do it and was asking like people questions, even going to Ulta and ask people questions, like I felt kind of rude and not very helpful, because like I said, if this person is driving all over the road, they're gonna have somebody to get a ticket. Anyway, so when I did not know anything about makeup, and my mother didn't either, she's not a makeup type of, like, she plays with it, golly, once every 10 years. She just doesn't care about that kind of life of makeup and everything, and so I did not know anything about it, and I didn't even get into really playing into it until I was in my 20s. help, or like I didn't know how to pick out stuff, and I would ask, how do you pick out, you know, the best, or what's, you know, the good stuff and everything. And they were like, you just pick one. I'll never forget this interaction with this girl, and she just looked like it was at Ulta, my local Ulta, and she just looked like she hated her life, hated her job, all of it. And I was just ruining her whole day. And the thing is, I wasn't being ugly, I don't feel like, unless she for some reason thought I was. But I just remember I kept asking. There was a foundation that I wanted to try, and they had a matte version and a dewy or hydrating version. It was hydrating, and I didn't know, like, what do you choose, and is it a good foundation? And she's just like, I don't know, just pick one. I don't know, just pick one. She said, you can't just pick one? And I'm like, this is like someone giving me customer service that I had to go find first of all and be like, hey, can you please come help me? I never, what? I was like, hey, is this a good foundation? Which one should I get? She said, just pick one. It doesn't matter. You just pick one. I was just like, what? Just pick one? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't have money to be throwing around wasted. And the thing is, I actually like playing with new products. Most people aren't like that. They get what they like and go on about their business. But the thing is, if they don't know what they like and they're trying to actually ask for help, they're just not gonna do it. But anyway, I taught myself by looking up beauty community on the YouTube. Anyway, don't know why all of a sudden the music decided to play. But anyway, now there's a police officer behind me for some reason, but anyway, I ended up finding several wonderful people on YouTube in part of the beauty community, which it wasn't the old beauty community. It was but now it's still the old. Now it's the old YouTube beauty community. Why is that a mouthful? There's the old beauty community, and then now there's the OG, old beauty community. Because I don't even know who it consists of anymore, because I don't know who they are, if there is a beauty community anymore, because everyone that I watched has now moved on to more like lifestyle type of content and got out of the hectic. Like, beauty has just really gone down since the pandemic. But I learned from watching them about things, and then like on my off days I would play, and I mean, if you've been here a while and look at my past videos, I'd be just playing around, seeing what I liked, what I didn't like, and I developed. Okay, so I got cut off because apparently my phone was the sun was hitting it from where it sits, and it got too hot. And then I ended up getting to the big city, and I couldn't drive and cool the phone off and get it together. But I stopped by my friend Lulu's work to go see her. Just a little peek. Hey girl, how you doing? And we made it to the big city. I made it to the place, but I have some about an hour and a half. No, more like an hour now to kill. So I come down the street to Chick-fil-A to get Chick-fil-A, and it's really busy. So I just pulled into a random parking spot, which happens to be curbside orders. And now we're waiting for my phone to download the Chick-fil-A app so we can just order Chick-fil-A and they can bring it to me, because now the line's pretty much, well, I was going to say it's gone, but now it's full again. So they can just bring it to me, though. Oh, my little finger. But anyway, I don't remember. I think I was talking about my makeup. And so I used that liquid eyeshadow stuff, which is different for me. I've never used that before, so it was different, and I do think there is a learning curve to it, but I did get it to a nice spot, and I'm happy with it, and I'm excited to play with it again. And I want to figure out how to use it better, if that makes any sense. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but my techniques that I was using are what I know from using powder eyeshadow, and I think that there's got to be some kind of technique for me to use to blend out the matte cream shadow faded better. Not that it looks terrible the way it is. I got it to a good spot, but I'm happy with that. I did a lot better with the cream eyeshadows than I did. Like, I have the e.l.f. cream bronzer and the cream blush. I just bought one of each to play with, and I don't even play with them anymore because they make me so frustrated, because it always ends up looking patchy to me, or the bronzer like disappears. Like, I don't know, it just looks patchy. It either disappears or messes up the foundation underneath. I don't know, and I've tried different brushes. I've tried using a sponge. I can't get a good blend on it. I feel like there's harsh lines, and I just don't think, and even though y'all know I am a dry skin girl, but I just do not think that the cream products are meant for me. But the cream eyeshadow, though, I can get on board with that. I just need to, that one did not, it wasn't that bad. I just have to figure out a good technique of application, but I'm happy the way this turned out today. I sent my friends some pictures and videos, and they are all like, ooh, look at that. So I guess I did an alright job. So, but anyway, I'm going to check on this app and get some food, and we'll probably just go ahead and go to the facility. First of all, this lighting right here is fantastic. I feel fabulous. Am I good? I'm recording. I'm parked. So it is now 2:20, and I finally get out of the Chick-fil-A. As you can tell, I'm a little salty about it, but it's not necessarily the Chick-fil-A's fault. It's not Chick-fil-A's fault, but I'm still a little salty. So it's 2:20, but I have to go in at like 2:30. So now I'm trying to decide whether to even attempt to eat anything. I'm at least thinking I'm going to attempt to eat my fries at least. Tried downloading the app, and finally got it downloaded. And then I went, where did I go? I don't even know. Well, I got my order made, but I had to create an account, and it wouldn't create an account. I tried to use Facebook, I tried to use my email, I tried to use just create the regular create with an email, but it just kept saying, sorry that we're having trouble, sorry we can't serve you. So I finally gave up and went inside for the second time, because I already went inside to go pee. This is so good. If you haven't tried this, you need to try it. How this turned into a mukbang. So they have creamy salsa, which is for salads. But I used to work at a Chick-fil-A. I loved it. One of my most favorite jobs. But with the creamy salsa salad dressing with your fries. I've not went back since. See, I was getting hangry, but I feel better now. We have some cherry Coke. We have our sandwiches. Wish we can do a mukbang style of that too. Especially since I didn't do Wendy's last time. Does anybody? You know the butts? I call them the butts of the Chick-fil-A fries. Like, you have a Chick-fil-A fry, but then you have like the butt of the potato. I don't like these. I'd drown it in the sauce and make it work, but because I'm gonna get my money's worth. But I like the butts. I don't know. I don't dislike them, but I'd rather not have them. Anyway, Chick-fil-A, your app is broken or something. I don't know what's wrong with it. It took me over an hour. Of course, then again, I wonder if it's my phone, because my phone's been acting crazy here lately. Like, I'm in the middle of a big town, a big city town, and my phone will and I have I've upped my plan to unlimited internet, and I never had any problems with it for the longest time, and I've probably had it for about a year now, and for some reason now it buffers on videos. I'm like, why? I have unlimited. What's the problem here? It's never done that in here till lately. But other things were loading, so I don't know if it was, and like the Chick-fil-A app was working until that part, so I don't know if that's a Chick-fil-A problem or a Verizon problem. Anyway. This is so good. A smudge. I have a smudge on my mirror, but I hit my head on it earlier. I was trying to clean my dash because there's dust all over it. Well, now it's went from a small smudge to a big smudge with my greasy fry fingers. This is hitting the spot. I was hungry. That was my problem. I don't think I'm going to attempt to eat a sandwich. I think I'm just going to save them until afterwards. And it's literally like 100 degrees. So they'll still be hot 2 hours from now after my test. Oh me. I guess you're just gonna sit and watch me eat now. Have any comments or questions, let me know in the bottom. On the bottom. I wish I had some Q&A questions or something we can talk about to fill the awkward silence of me pigging out over here. I should have got a large. That was hitting the spot. This cherry Coke is hitting the spot. If you can't tell, I enjoy ASMR because you'll catch me, and I just caught myself tapping on things. I was wondering if I could do that. I don't know if I could do it or not. Boy, I enjoy watching it. You either love it or you hate it. Because I have friends that love it. I have one friend that she loves the book paper flipping and whatnot. Here's a train. I love massages and hair play and makeup kind of things, personal attention. I typically like slower more than faster. A little fast is okay sometimes, but sometimes you just be over here. Like I can't enjoy that. It's making my anxiety worse. And then I have friends that I send to, and I send it on purpose, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know how you watch this. It's so cringy." And I'm like, "But it's wonderful. It helps me sleep at night." Whew. My nose going. Okay. So I put my card back in my wallet. I still have some lipstick. That's good. As I did not bring it with me to fix anything, but because I don't plan on being here any longer than I have to be. I'm just gonna leave my seat backed up because I'm gonna be starving and want them sandwiches when I come out. I'm gonna leave them down here. I think I'm still gonna put my purse in the trunk. I got my new calendar. Now I'm doing it fast. Whew. So far I'm enjoying this calendar a lot more than the last one. It wasn't quite finished yet, but I was over that calendar because I never used it. So let's see, the Praxis, and then I have a meeting at 8. It's pay week. And I do still need to take my test for the class that I'm in right now. But other than that, that's all. Like last week, there was just stuff after stuff after stuff. But this week is much better. So the Praxis test, a meeting tonight. It's pay week. Thank goodness. And I need to take another test in here somewhere. But it's for my classes. It's not like a Praxis test. Okay, I think so. They're gonna give me a locker, so I am going to take my drink to put in my locker in case I need a sip of it, because they said I could come out and take a drink if I needed to. And I can also, it will be colder in there than it will be in here. Put the purse in the trunk. I have to have my ID. Anyway, my adrenaline was up here. Now I'm just need to vacuum my car again. It's just been pouring down rain, so I didn't want to go to the car wash, and I think it's gonna rain some more this week. Anyway, I'm rambling. I like to ramble, and one thing I did not want to do is ramble, because this last video I was trying to edit I was bored, but maybe it's because I don't like watching myself, listening to myself. I don't know. That was my seat. It adjusted itself. Okay, I'm going to collect myself and go in here and take a test, and then we'll come out and talk about it and have a mukbang and eat my burgers, chicken sandwiches. Alright, finally at a red light. Okay. Now then, so I've done threw my hair up again. A lot of stuff has now happened. I've not eaten yet. Otherwise, I would have sat and ate with you. But I left the facility. I ended up going to the mall, which was across the street. And I was trying to see if anybody wanted to come hang out at the mall with me. Nobody wanted to come hang out at the mall. And turn here. As far as the test goes, this one was the reading one. It was so-so. It wasn't terrible. And read multiple times and kind of process the information and break it down. Okay, what exactly is it trying to tell me? And you can't do that on the Praxis test. There was more time. I had 56 questions and I had an hour and 15 minutes to do it. So there was more than a minute per question this time. But I still ran out of time because of all the reading. I couldn't. I ended up, once I got halfway through, I started trying to do it really quickly, and there was 3 on the bigger end of the short stories. And I skipped them and I went back and I ended up so I skipped those, and then I was trying to answer all the shorter questions and get as many of those answered as I could. And with that being said, by the time the end of the test got there, I had 3 short stories that I had skipped, and then I also had 2 or 3 questions left, and the last 5 minutes I just had to do them last 3 shorter questions the best I could, and then I had to just guess on the rest of them. I had to go back through and make sure that I answered everything, because I at least wanted to make sure everything was answered, because even if I don't answer it, it's not even going to be, I need to at least put something in. But they say in my previous testing years, they say to at least, mark all the questions. And used to, you just pick random letters. But with that being said, after that, they're like, oh, well, we found it's better. You get more points out of it if you answer the when you're having to just put in answers, you just pick a letter and then just go with it. So fill in all the rest of it, put all A's, all B's, all C's. And for some reason, I think they even said that C is the most common answer. That was what I was thinking. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but back then, I think they said C was the most common answer. So I picked C, and I answered C for all the questions that I did not answer. And I just had to throw something in there. So, I don't know. I'm not really particularly worried about it. I mean, it might not come back good, but if it don't, then we'll just retake it again. So it's, it is what it is. I did start to get a little overwhelmed in the middle of that one and wanted to take a break. But like I said, once I got halfway through and I had spent more than half of my time on the first half of that test, that I was like, I can't go stand up and take a 10-minute break. Because actually I thought I'd get done early, because usually my ones at home are that way, but not even close. I ended up, I couldn't even, because I thought, oh, well, if I get overwhelmed, I can go take a drink of water. Wasn't even close. So I just did the best I could, and I'm not worried about it. It is whatever happens. I did the best I could, and I made sure I had all the questions filled in, and regardless whether I actually attempted the question or not, and like I said, it is what it is. So we will see. I actually want to log in. I'm going to log in a little bit to see, because it was all multiple choice, to see if maybe I have instant results. We will see. If I do find them, I'll update you probably next week's vlog. Because I plan on closing this one out in this clip. But I haven't ate my food yet. Like I said, I ended up getting out of there, and I went to the mall across the street, and there's 5 o'clock traffic, so we walked around. Oh, and I gotta tell y'all, if anybody's looking for them a man, a nice little young man, there is a real nice one at the Maggie Moves, and he made this for me. He made this. He didn't just take my order and and do it. No, he made this for me. I feel special. It's on my TikTok. If you're not on my TikTok, you should be. It's the same as my name here. Hello, it's my life. Although I had to put a period in the middle of it's and my, because I just had to make the name fit, or make the name work. But I walked in there and I stood and looked out. I never wanted a milkshake. I didn't need to spend no money, but oh, I wanted a milkshake. got cheesecake, they've got, you know, the like birthday cake, chocolate birthday cake. I've had that. Actually, I've had that chocolate birthday cake the time before this time. I think it was just ice cream though, or it might have been I'm not sure what it was. I think it was just the plain ice cream, but the chocolate birthday cake's fantastic too. I don't actually remember seeing that this time. They must change every once in a while some of their stuff, but neither here nor there. He said, well, what kind of flavors do I like? And I said, oh, honey, I'm a chocoholic. I am a chocoholic. And he says, okay. And he said, well, that he had a lot of customers come in and get this little concoction. And he was telling me about it. And I said, okay. I said, make it. Do whatever you want. Have at it. Then he's like, oh, what do you want? Chocolate syrup? Do you want whipped cream? This, that, and the other. And I said, honey, do what you want. Although I did tell him no on the whipped cream because I'm just going to waste it. But he did this. He put that chocolate swirl on the outside for me. The inside is red velvet ice cream, red velvet cake ice cream, and chocolate fudge brownie pieces. When I tell y'all, that hit my spirit. And boy, I didn't even leave the register. I gave her my card and I went to put that straw in and just started drinking it. Boy, when I tell you, it hit my spirit in a whole way. Like, I was looking for him. I said, boy, where did he go? And I told him thank you multiple times. But when after I tasted it, he had walked to the back or something. And I seen one of the coworkers was there. I said, will you tell that young man? I said, please tell him that this is fantastic. He did a wonderful job, and I thank him deeply from the bottom of my heart. And he says, all right, I got you. And he got tickled at me. So, and I think I heard him hollering at that fella as soon as I walked out the door. And from the walk, you seen where this level's at. I hope y'all that was in frame because I'm in a weird spot. But I drank half of that shake from the walk to Maggie Moo's to the walk to my car. Half of it was gone. I didn't even get to the car. Half of it was gone by the time I made it back to my car from walking out of Maggie Moo's. And I tell y'all, it just, ooh. Somebody needs them a nice little young man to husband up, as they, because the guy's talking about going to wifey up. Honey, if you need a husband to go husband up, if you need a man to go husband up, honey, there is one at the Maggie Moo's. You better go claim your title on that young man, put a ring on that finger, because, ooh, if he come bring me one of them every day, ooh, we'd never argue. I'd never fight, never argue. I wouldn't question a word he said. Ooh. Ain't it pitiful? But anyway, this truck is literally right at my rear end in the middle of the woods again. I literally made a point. I was trying to go the main road again because it takes me the main way there, but for some reason on the way back home it takes me through the boonies. And I don't want to be driving like 60 miles an hour through the boonies and unlike people's neighborhoods. But I'm ready to get home. For some reason, I'm still going through the boonies, but interesting. And actually, I talked to my best friend, and I'm actually going to go see her. So she doesn't know it yet, I guess. We talked about it, but I told her I'd see how I felt when I left. But oops. Okay, this ain't a stop sign. We can't go. Yeah, see, it's 35, and this guy's riding my butt to do like 30. New homes. Nose running. Ooh. Turn this air down a notch. Anyway, but that was my day. We'll see how this scores go. my Chick-fil-A, and I'm fixing to go eat it with my best friend. And I don't have anything. Oh, actually, I do. So I decided to do the e.l.f. CC cream, and I really love the CC cream, how it looks on my skin. But everyone talks about it being long-lasting, and to me it's not long-lasting because it breaks down so quickly. Because I even wore the Jelly Pop primer, that really, really sticky primer, to help it last as long as possible, and I feel like it's already breaking down around my nose. I don't know why. I love the way it looks, but and the thing is, this wasn't really even a long trip. It turned into a long day, but it was really, the point was to drive down here, take the test, and go home. And it was breaking down before I even made it because I looked in the mirror before I walked in there, and I was like, it's already breaking down. I don't know what it is. I love that foundation, the CC cream, but it's more of a quick run somewhere, and it just doesn't last very long on my skin, which I hate. I don't know if I'll be repurchasing, or I would repurchase, but because I actually repurchased it already once, because I was like, okay, well, this will be my quickie makeup. But to be honest, I don't reach for it sometimes because I know it won't last. And the thing is, when I do this, even this was not supposed to be an in-depth trip, and it's turned a little bit more in-depth, but not really. And it's still just struggling. It's not making it. So my foundation is breaking down around my nose. And actually the eyeshadow, the matte part of it looks fine. The metallic part, and it's really, really metallic-y and nice. And I did end up putting 2 layers of it on to really saturate it really good, and to get all the whole surface area of what I wanted it to cover. But it is cracking. It's still shiny, but if you look up close to it, it's breaking up, kind of it almost looks like how marble looks. It has cracks and stuff all in it, and I don't know if it's because it's too thick, where I put on 2 layers of it, or what. I mean, I don't know. I hated that it did that, because I was like, whoa, what is it doing? Because it's actually separated. The closer you get to my lashes, there's no product there. I don't know what that's about, but so with that, it's neat. It's not very expensive, and the matte works good. The shimmer just is, it's not terrible, but it's cracking on me, and it's separating in certain areas, but it still looks fine. And like I said, it's just right here where my lash line is. It's starting to separate really bad, but you don't see it unless I've got my eyes shut and you're looking at it. Whew. So anyway, that was the update on my makeup I wanted to give you. Little mini review. I think that's everything I was going to say. I hope you enjoyed. And then I will have another vlog next week. And next week is math week. So I need to brush up on my formulas, my math formulas. I'm going to go see my best friend. I have a meeting tonight, and go home and get a good night's sleep and get ready for work tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoy. Comment if you have any questions, comments, concerns, Q&A stuff I can answer. Like to see more vlogs if you like vlogs, and subscribe to see more from me. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye!